Hello Sagittarius, this is a reading for you for the time that began a few days ago on the 22nd of September. It was autumn equinox, so the time when days in northern hemisphere begin to shorten and nights start to be more prolonged. And this is the reading for the time until the winter solstice, more or less, so about 3 months from now. Okay? First, let's draw one card from this beautiful deck. It's Margaret Peterson deck. Of course, all the cards are already shuffled. I'm just going to pick one for you. Shh. One for Sagittarius. Which one's that? It's this one. Okay, and this is your energy, the central energy of the reading. And now, 4 cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. It's already shuffled, I'm just going to cut it. Please lead me for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. First, let's look at the background energy. That is the main external influence for this time. And you have 9 of Swords, which is not the most pleasant energy out there, is it? This is very stressful. These are dreadful thoughts, not necessarily the reality. I always very much underline the difference between reality and our representation of it, present in our mind in the form of thoughts. Thoughts are depicted here as swords, unlike in this deck, where they are shown as feathers, which I like very much because it clearly expresses the nature of thoughts. They are light. Yes, they can harm you. But there is something very unmaterial about them. Swords are made of metal. Feathers, not. Thoughts are a little bit like clouds, very ephemeral, and definitely not reality. Of course, they influence reality, if we let them, and we let them. So, 9 of Swords is this state of mind where a person tortures himself or herself with his or her thoughts. It doesn't change anything. Of course, it only makes you feel worse. Even this energy is sometimes needed. Of course it is. You need pressure to make a diamond, don't you? Oh yes, you do. So, the main thing you want to know about this energy is that you are the one who decides whether to let it into your life or not, and to what extension. This is always your choice. we tend to forget about it, and we are chased by this energy very often. Look around you, how many people are chased by their own worst dreams. It doesn't have to be this way. It never has to be this way. Okay? As an external energy, I feel that this is not necessarily yours, but you may feel under pressure from other people, thoughts, expectations, visions. If you let this energy into your life, of course you will feel the same. That's why I say it, on some level it doesn't matter what's the source. Is the source inside or outside? If I decide to let something in, it's mine. If I emanate something from within, it's the world's. Okay? But this is external influence. So perhaps it will be easier to put a stop to it, or just to realize this destructive pattern, very pressuring pattern, hidden in this. Okay? So this is the background energy. Let's look at your energy here. Six of Feathers. It's quite different. God, I love this card. Look at this. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I want to show you how similar it is in a way to Thoth deck. You have the card of Science here. It's definitely inspired by this, but I love the asymmetry of Six of Feathers in Margaret Peterson deck. Lovely. And lovely energy too. Quite different from this one. This one is the peak experience, when thoughts dominate. Here, there's a point of exhale, but also being very centered. As you can see, these feathers, they all point, they all merge, they all meet in one point at the very center of the circle. So this is a delicate and beautiful balance between those six feathers. Balance in your thoughts. Balance after perhaps some very difficult experiences concerning your thoughts and your ego. 6 comes after 5 of Swords, which is a very painful, revengeful energy. But this is moving to calmer waters and achieving the point of equilibrium. Everything flows here in the right direction. You moved from choppy waters to steady, nice waters, and you're moving to a better place. You can perhaps already see it. And you left everything what was to be left behind. Okay? This is a card of movement. This is a card of change. So for those of you who plan to travel, oh yes, you will. For those of you who plan to change your place of residence, you will. It's all good. It's all well. All right? 6 of Feathers for Sagittarius. Here we have the card indicated what should be left behind in this time that is coming to the past, the time of summer. 5 of Wands. This is conflicting energy, and this card depicts it beautifully. When I see all those lines going in different directions, that's precisely what this card is about. It's about many various forces and very many various movements in different directions. The vectors aren't coherent. They are moving this way, that way. Well, so there isn't one source of this energy, and there isn't one convergent point. There is no purpose here, which means that we don't know the purpose. So perhaps this energy of conflict, I usually see it as an inner conflict, sometimes mirrored in the outside. But the conflict is within. So perhaps you didn't know what to do. Perhaps you didn't know, what do you want? What do I want to achieve? Where do I want to go? What do I want to feel? What is that I want? And conflict, like this in Five of Wands, which is not that painful as Five of Swords, the conflict is needed to establish one direction, to start to move, to see which of those sticks will prevail, which is the strongest one, which is the most promising one. So, if you were staying in this state of conflict, this card in this position says it's enough. You've already achieved insight on where do you want to go. Because you have Six of Feathers in the center, so there is peace. Instead of conflict, there is peace in your mind. All right? The next card shows what's yet to be harvested from the summer season. The Hierophant. Oh, so I would say the wisdom. Something coming from above, as this lightning comes from above. This old birdie creature possesses the key to wisdom, to understanding. And it also has access to higher levels of knowledge. So perhaps there is something or someone, somehow ancient, older than you, that may provide you with useful information or insight or motivation. Perhaps there is some institution that may be of help. Look at all those elder, hierarchic, all those that learned a lot. Look for them, for knowledge, for help, for purpose. Because there is something they want to tell you. There's something you need to hear from them before you leave it behind, before you move to other things. And what will you move towards is here. What's there to focus on in the future? Where to put your attention and energy in the time to come. Two of Wands. So there is again sense of purpose, sense of direction with Two of Wands. I know some people say this is the card of waiting, but it's not plain waiting. Look at this card. This is convergence. This is what I was talking about here. No convergence. But now you know, and now you can plan. So if you wait, use this time for planning. Consider. Perhaps you already know where do you want to go. What do you want to achieve? But now think of the way to achieve it. Think which path is the best for you. Look around very carefully. See all the possibilities. Focus in order not to forget about something, not to misjudge something. Look from high perspective. Also consider whether you want to go alone or with someone. If with someone, then whom with? Is there a partner for you on this path? Or are you going alone? Anyways, you know you're gonna converge your energy, you're gonna focus on your energy, and now the time for planning comes. So you expect this, but what it is that you don't expect in this season, and it's very important, and you need to know about it, because otherwise it won't be here. Mother of Pentacles. Oh, she comes up a lot. Mother of Pentacles. I think Aquarius also had it. So there may be a mother figure important in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be your mother. It can be your mother, your grandmother, if you're young enough to have grandmother. This is nurturing feminine energy. Very capable, knowing what she has, knowing her worth, and knowing the worth of those around her. Very stable. This is a Capricorn card. So grounded, connected to earth, rational. In a way, plain. If you've ever seen a mother animal with her baby, it is so plain. Their love, their connection. It's natural. So this is natural motherhood coming unexpectedly into your life. It can also indicate that you're going to do well as far as the material side of reality is concerned, which is very good. Perhaps you are the one who's going to provide this maternal, nurturing experience to someone. Nevertheless, it's present in your life, unexpectedly, very supporting, nice energy. Now, the final card for you is here. I like to call it a Vista. I don't like the outcome because this would suggest that you can, close the reading with one card, with one meaning, which is absolutely not the way it is. It's not the life. It's not the way life is, right? Life is much more complicated and colorful and bright and abundant to have one outcome. But somehow it may be one of the outcomes. But I'd rather call it an outlook, a vista, something you need to see, something expanding this even more. Something that perhaps you wouldn't notice if it wasn't here, or you wouldn't like to notice it. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's something that, keeps you up, lightens the spirit. Let's look. Two of Cups. Yeah. I had this feeling that there's something that it can be about love, it can be about relationship, because beneath these Nine of Swords we had the lovers. So it is about being alone and being together, being one and being two. And here it comes again as Two of Cups, the card of partnership, the card of mutual recognition, understanding, and awe. Definitely a love card. I think about... No. I was thinking about the moon, but it's not, because this is the moon in Cancer card. Sorry, Venus in Cancer. So I was thinking about Venus, but no, that's not it. Still, I think this is an optimistic one. If you had the experience of not being sure what to do, where to go, if your mind was unquiet, if you were anxious about your love life, about your partner or potential partner, or it doesn't have to be a love partner, it can be someone from your family, it can be anything you love that loves you back. Perhaps this maternal figure. There are many possibilities, and each and every one of you will know what this is about. But if you had worries concerning this, perhaps even concerning your marriage, because in this set it can be a marriage card, a marriage that needs to be nurtured, that you need to put your attention in still, although this energy is coming to the past. Perhaps some difficulties within your marriage if you're married. This lightning bolt. There's something dark about this card. I personally find it dark and mysterious. So if there was this uncomfortable feeling in your mind, it's coming to the past. It's all going to be well. You will know where to go. And you will have enough. That's what I feel. There's also a nice balance in this reading. You have all the elements. All the elements. So expect quieter waters in the realm of love for you. All right? Now I just want to draw one more card from Shamanic Healing Oracle by Michelle Murtuzas. I love this deck very much because it's wise. It's really wise. I always find my answers when I use it. So one card for Sagittarius, please. One card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we have it. It's called Discernment, number 6. Discernment. Let's look. Discernment. Beautiful bird. As spiritual, physical, and energetic beings, we oftentimes blur the lines between our energy, the energy of a situation, and the energy of another person. When we take on other people's energy and label it as our own, we start to judge. This lowers our energetic vibrations. We then get caught up in a seemingly never-ending cycle of feeling bad, labeling, justifying, and appropriating what is not ours to claim. The lesson here, as in the previous card, let me look, psychic development. The lesson here is to be present, not label or judge, and let the energy feeling wash through you. Once you do this, notice where in your body you feel the effects of the emotion. Does your heart open up? Does your belly hurt? Does your throat get tight? Your head can lie to you, but your body never does. It is easy to become overwhelmed. Make a habit of making your first response to overwhelming energy, "Wow, that's interesting," instead of, "What's wrong with me?" This allows you to objectively discover how and why your body is reacting to the given situation or person. This card is asking you to stop looking outside yourself for answers to an issue. Instead, sit with it and listen to what your body is telling you. And I feel very much this is something you need to put here between you with Six of Feathers, with a peace of mind and this external energy of Nine of Swords that is coming into your life as main external energy. You are yourself. If you let this energy influence your life, I feel it can influence very much your personal relationships. But if you have this feeling, what's mine and what's yours, and switch off the judging, it can all be much calmer. It can all be in your favor. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, thank you very much. I hope you're going to have beautiful October and next 2 months also. And I wish you this very much. I hope you enjoyed. Blessings. Bye-bye.